Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Frolioff and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to build a really simple and resource friendly infinite villager spawner. First thing you want to do is get your blocks of choice. I've chosen iron because they're just easier to see in tutorials. And you want to put down 5 blocks. And then you want to make a square. Really. Like that. So you've got 9 blocks in the middle. Then you need to choose a corner for your babies to come out of. It doesn't matter which corner you want, so it doesn't matter which corner you choose, you just need to pick a corner. I'm going to choose that one. So that's where the babies are going to come out of. So we need to put a water source block directly opposite the corner you've just knocked out. So now anything that falls in there will be pushed to this corner. Then you need to take out your fence post, stick a fence post bang in the middle, and then one on top of it, and then knock out the one underneath. That's where your villagers are going to stand. You now need to stick a temporary block on there, and again, and you need to surround that block with glass. And then you can knock out these 2 blocks. You can then cover the bottom with glass to stop the little fellas from jumping out. Like that. And then you need to put another layer of glass on top of this layer of glass. So now you've got that. Now in here you need to put your villagers. Obviously I've got a spawn egg. You're going to have to get them there some other way, which is going to be loads of fun. Now you might notice those, when you spawn them in, they've fallen directly on top of each other, which is bad, because if they're directly on top of each other they won't be able to throw food or pick up food or anything. It's just bad. You need to just give them a little nudge so they split up, because they need to be separated for this to work. Once you've done that, you need to encase them in glass. So you need to get your glass out, and you need to go to this level here, the bottom level of the 2 layers that you've just put in, this one, and stick a piece of glass there. Then put in a couple of temporary blocks and stick a normal piston. It's got to be a normal piston, not a sticky piston. Just there. We're going to force that piece of glass in onto the villagers. It's not going to hurt them. You just need to do it. Get a lever and do that, and then that can be got rid of. And now any food that goes into here will stop on this piece of glass, won't go down to the bottom, so the baby villagers won't get fed and food won't be wasted by them throwing it about and not picking it up. Now you can just cover the top of it with a bit more glass. Now depending on how you want to feed these fellas, if you want a water chute going in, just pick a side and just make a water chute. This could also be the way you get your villagers in there as well. If you've got a village close by and your minecart, you can do it with minecarts, do it how you like. And then you can stick a water source block in there, and it will funnel all your food into those guys. There. That's pretty much the bottom part done. Now choose a side, doesn't matter which side. I'm going to choose this one because it's at the opposite end to where the villagers are coming out of the babies. And you need to count up 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then off both sides of this block you need to put another 3 blocks, making a big T. Like that. On top of there we're going to put some doors. Our 6 doors to make a village. So we'll have 3 this side, and then we'll have 3 this side. And to make these valid villagers, we need to put a roof over the top of them. I'm not going to explain too much how this works, but basically that has now made those doors valid. And we need to stick another villager just there. So now that is a village with 1 villager in it. And these 2 villagers down here can see this village and recognise the village, but he doesn't know that they're in the village. He can't see them. They've got no neck. He can't really look down and see them. which is how the magic works. That village has got 6 doors with only 1 villager in it, so that villager's registering that that village needs another villager. How many times can I say village and villager in one sentence? And that's their job. Their job is to make the 1 villager to go in there, but obviously it'll never make it up there. Therefore, that's why it's an infinite villager spawner. And then you want to put a bit of glass around. A, to stop him from jumping out, and B, to stop him from getting eaten by zombies. And it won't affect the door of the village if you've got glass around it, because they're transparent blocks. Righty, I'm glad we've got that sorted out. Now we need to get the recovery systems set up to get the little villagers out of there. So we need some powered rails, a detector rail and some normal rails. And we're going to stick a powered rail down there, and then we're going to stick a block there, there and there. So we make a little staircase, and this is very, very important. And then we need to stick a normal rail there and there, a powered rail there, and a detector rail on top of that. And then depending on where you want them to go, you can have them sort of whizzing off in all different kinds of directions. But what you can't do is you can't have them any higher than that, and they can only be there for a second or two. If you have them going up there and then up there and over here, it's going to interfere with the village and it's going to stop it from working. So always keep them at least 7 blocks below those doors. If you don't, it's going to stop working. So we'll have them just going over here for the time being. You can have them bobbing around in there indefinitely if you want to. You don't have to take them out straight away. But we are. So now I need a lever. You can use torches. I'm using a lever. And then we need to power all of the powered rails. Now we're going to build the minecart system that deposits minecarts onto the track. So we need to come around this side, any side, this side, the other side, and put 4 blocks there. Then you need the dispenser, which we have somewhere. There it is. Repeaters, torches, and then obviously the minecarts. And then you put a dispenser facing this way, pointing onto that rail, like that. Then you need, going away from this detector rail, you need a repeater going into a block, and on the side of that block is a redstone torch. Now set that repeater to maximum delay to 4 ticks. Just gives it enough delay. When the minecart goes over the detector rail, it'll turn the torch off, and it gives it just enough delay for that guy to get out of the way before it dispenses another minecart. Now we can just fill this up with minecarts. If you're expecting lots of villagers, you can have hoppers on here, you can have chests on here. You're probably better off having this guy going in another side as well, otherwise it's going to be completely in your way like it is for me here. So we'll just get rid of that for the time being. And then we need to stick a minecart on the track to get the system working to start with. Like so. Now because of the way minecarts work, when it's empty it doesn't quite go up to reach that powered rail. But as soon as a little baby villager gets in there, it'll reach that, go over the top, another one will spit out. So this is pretty much done now. This is your infinite villager spawner. The only thing you have to do is feed them. And to start with, the villagers only need 3 pieces of bread to get in the mood to feed. But you'd be better off throwing as much food at them as you can. At them, not on top of them, at them. I mean, if you've got a full stack of bread, throw a full stack to them. 1 stack should do about 20 babies. But just lob it in until they can't take any more. and also try throwing it in from different angles as well, so that both of them get food. Just ensure that both of them get food to start with. And now, that's it. We just wait for the magic to happen. There you go, we have a little fella. He gets picked up by the minecart, off he goes. And the minecart gets dispensed, and it's ready for the next villager. And as long as these guys keep getting fed, they'll spit a baby out, I don't know, once every 5 to 10 minutes or so. I have tried getting more villagers in there, but it just gets really difficult keeping them all fed. It does increase the rate slightly, but it's not proportionate with the amount of villagers in there. I didn't find that 4 villagers in there had twice as many babies, and so on and so forth. You'll get, after a few days, you'll get more than enough babies out of these 2 guys, so you probably won't need any more in there. So there it is. That's the really simple, resource friendly infinite villager breeder. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please don't forget to leave it a like, and if you've really loved it, please subscribe for future videos. This is Fully Off, and I'm out of here.